Hi survivors, it's me Prepper Zan reporting to you. I know it's been a minute, you guys, since I've been able to come to you with some commentary, some real commentary. After I've gotten these strikes on this platform, I try to be very, very precautious because guys, how I come real. And I tell, my genuine thoughts about how I feel about these crazy days and times in which we are living in this society, and all these new restrictions and so-called the way they're structuring things have just taken a toll on all of us. If you guys are looking at this video, please hit the like button. Please hit that like button, because I'm finding out that when you have a lot of likes and something I really never cared about, to be honest with you, but it will spread the message to other people. So, okay, if that's the case, I would like this message to get out to as many people as possible. You guys, we are in for the fight of our lives. Literally. If you think that things are going to go back the way they were, you're sadly mistaken. And you're living in this false sense of reality. Wake up. Wake up, you guys. The time is now. It's really past time, but we still got a little bit more time. Because the video I made, why I left New York, y'all listen to it if you haven't listened to it. Because the things that they're doing and setting in place there, I believe it's going to be happening everywhere. And I'm going to say allegedly, because I don't want the platform to, spreading the truth or whatever. We can't let people hear that. Those restrictions in New York, basically you can't live, you can't do nothing unless you do what those people who are in charge tell you what to do. Basically, our rights and our freedoms have just been, to me, taken from us, or being taken from us. And I got the hell up out of New York real quick. It's craziness. The prices, and I showed you guys, the prices on everything is even crazier than it's ever been in that state, in that city. When I used to live there in the 90s, it was very, very expensive. Now, it's outrageous. And that's why the crime is so bad. There's not a lot of regular jobs like how they have in Texas for regular people to be able to survive and take care of themselves. They even have jobs, y'all, but they want you to do stuff for free. I've had a lot of them come to me like that. And I was like, you lost your mind? I don't care if it's on a movie set. I don't care if it's a magazine. I don't care what it is. There's no amount of exposure or whatever that you're going to get me to sign up and work these days and times when it's hard to even eat, when it's hard to even provide for your family, when it's complicated and difficult for you to even have a roof over your head, or a vehicle to drive, or even to be able to pay $2.75 on a subway train to go to one place. That's just one place. That's not even going back home. You want somebody to work for free? This stuff is going on in New York, y'all. And it soon will be happening near you. You can't go get you something to eat now in New York without having the thing that they want you to have. They're about to do these restrictions so hardcore. You can't go to a lot of different places right now. They're setting it up like that. The whole climate and atmosphere out there is so brutal. This job I had to go to the actual location, and that's all everybody's talking about. Oh, I gotta go get it now. People who hadn't gotten it, I gotta go and get it now so I can go to this bar, or I can go to this restaurant. It's insane. Y'all, I have so many stories. I'm gonna have to put it in a book, because I can't not talk about it on this platform. I'll talk about it on BitChute. My BitChute channel is ZANHARROLD, all one word. I haven't uploaded on there in the last, I think, week, because y'all know I travel and I work a lot, and then I've been in the country. But I'm about to upload some more videos on there today, just spitting the real truth of what's going on, seriously, because this stuff is real, what's going on before us. I had somebody I know that was holding down one of the property that I invested in with another friend of mine, right? And it's not in my name, but it's something that I got into with the real estate in New York, because during the pandemic, the prices of everything as far as real estate dropped significantly out there. So that was the best time for, you know, people like myself who's into real estate and into flipping houses and flipping land, flipping, you know, properties, whatever. You know, that was the best time to invest in that. So I found something, went in with somebody else, and I was like, because, you know, this not the 90s where when I was like young and I wanted to be in the limelight. I don't care about the limelight no more. I care about surviving out here, you know. And since I was a runaway and my mom was sick, she's been sick all my life, and my dad, he was never around when I was young. Well, he was, but not like that, you know. A lot of people got this story. I was on my own. I've always been on my own, and I was always having to go from pillar to post, from house to house, from this person, that person, being mistreated, being misunderstood, never having anybody support my dreams or just support me as a person, you know what I'm saying? So I was always unstable in life. So that's why I'm obsessed with real estate and having places to stay wherever I go, and also being able to provide housing for other people, and you know, not being the conventional landlord that just put people out. I try to give people chances. So I got that property, and so I told him, I said, look, what we gonna do, we're gonna rent it out, or we're gonna Airbnb it, which they make it very difficult for you to do also in that city. They want to rape you dry financially, emotionally, psychologically in that city. When I tell you, it is no joke. So we got a really, really prime location, a really, really upscale place, right? It was a blessing from God, because in the other time, if you know, that place, the original price on that place was so much more than what we got it for. So I said, look, we're gonna make money off this. We're not gonna just be sitting here being cute in this property. I said, I don't care about all that, you know, living in no upscale area like that. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I care, but not like that. And so I said, let's get a tenant or whatever. We're gonna, you know, or we could get people like in New York, they have a culture where you have roommates, because everything is so high. People can't afford to live out there on their own, so people have like roommates, even in studios. So I said, okay, we get a couple of people up in here, you know what I'm saying, and that's gonna pay the rent off, and then we'll have some extra to invest in other things or whatever, right? So got one person up in there, and for some reason my partner had talked to him about everything that's going on. Did you get this or did you get that, whatever, not telling him to go do it. So that guy went out and got that thing. The guy he didn't believe in going to get it, right? He went out there and got it. So when we went back over there to talk business and take, you know, collect money, whatever, he showed us you know, like how Walgreens and CVS give you a prescription. If they give you like a type of medication, they have like that little paper that comes with it to tell you about the medication and the side effects, whatnot. He showed us that, right? And it was one of the names of the ouch that they're giving people now, right? And then showed us his little card, you know, the card they give you once you get there. And I'm like, he said, I thought y'all wanted me to go and do this. And I'm like, I didn't say anything like that. And he said, well, I didn't want to do it. I thought y'all wanted me to do that. I was like, oh no. Y'all, when I tell you that devastated me, because everybody know how I feel about it, I was like, man, what have he done to himself? I was like, what did we do to him? I was like, because I don't believe in that. I felt so awful. And then when I went to that job, everybody was talking about this one girl. She's like, no, I'm scared. She's like, my whole family has gotten it. She said, I'm scared to go and do that. She said, I'm just going to wait to see how it affects other people. But I mean, everybody has like a story when it comes to that. But I'm telling you, in New York, it's really, really serious right now. That's the main topic. And when I tell you, between that and the nursing home where my loved one is, kept calling and calling and calling. Oh, we got another case. We have another person who's got, you know, who's been affected by, you know, that bug that's out there. That was all day long, like every day of the week. Every day I was getting calls, and it's like between that and then what I was hearing in New York, I was like, I cannot do this. This is too much, y'all. It's really crucial now. This I never thought that I'd be living, you know, times like this. We have to fight to survive, like really, 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 really seriously. And that's when I made my decision I had already said I was going to do this, but, you know, I didn't know I was going to have to do it now, you know, to get out of that city, to get out of the city's period, go back to my property in the country. And that's what I've been doing. So I don't have a home or anything built there yet. So I just be in my car. It does not bother me. I be on the property and then like I'll be in my car. I'm not worried about the price of lumber and building. I have plenty of trees by the grace of God. If any of you guys are interested in investing with me on one of these properties, we can build. I'll put your name on a deed. I want partners. I want people who are, if you don't have land, if you want to be a landowner, you can get down with me. I got a couple of properties. I want to pull a community together where we live with each other. On the property, we help one another. We garden because y'all, we are in for the fight of our lives. This is really, really serious. And all these restrictions that they're doing, a lot of people traveling back to Texas from New York. I heard people talking about how they're about to quit their job because their job is saying that they have to go and get that thing, and they're not with it. It's becoming really serious. I heard this administration is about to push some kind of thing. I have to be careful with my words, saying that people can't travel, or like the so-called transportation industry can't cross different state lines without having it. A lot of them about to quit. So how are we going to get the things that we need, like food and clothing and the water and all these different products that we use on a daily basis? Y'all, it's about to be the worst times ever. And if you're not prepping and you're not getting yourself mentally prepared by working out, by just at least walking every day, by praying, meditating, prepping, you know, when you have some little extra money, go get them 69-cent cans of tuna fish. Go get that little 40, 50 cents little bag of rice, bag of beans. I'm telling you, if you're not putting money up, if you're not going out here getting these products that you need, and you're not putting a plan in place for you and your family, and if you're not focusing on being self-reliant, you are about to be in trouble. We are about to be in some serious trouble if we don't get our minds right and be focused on surviving. I'm serious. Even if you have a job, be grateful for that job, but don't depend on it. You don't know what could happen with that job. And if you're not with the thing that they want you to do now and all this here stuff that's going on, you better be putting money up, and you better try to invest into your own business. I'm telling you. The time is now. Start right now. This has gotten really serious. And it seems like it's getting worse and worse and worse. Every time you turn on the TV, that's all they're talking about. That's all they're talking about. But I am a living witness because I was just in New York City. And when I tell you, it ain't nothing to play with. The crime is off the roof. The prices are incredibly insane. I'm talking about, and it's getting worse. Now that they came up with these restrictions, y'all, even the jobs were saying, like, you know, the kind of jobs that I do, and just regular jobs were saying, if you don't have this, if you haven't taken that, don't even come. I'm like, wow, what are we going to do? Y'all stay prepping. Stay vigilant. Keep your mind right. If you can afford some land, try to get you some land. Even if you have to if you know how to build your own little tiny house, or, you know, I was about to say, try to get your little barn shed. Y'all, these things you can find on Craigslist. You don't have to go to Home Depot and pay all that outrageous money they want you to have. And that's not no offense to Home Depot. I'm saying, but if you have the money to go pay that, you can. But I'm just saying, learn how to build your own stuff. Learn how to dig your own well. You know, this city life is crappy. The city life is just crappy. Now, a lot of people I know cannot afford to get out. But you can do anything that you put your mind to. And if you're serious about surviving, I'm telling you, y'all better get ready. Get ready. You can also follow me on Twitter. I have a Prepper Zan page on Twitter. I have a Zan Harold page on YouTube. I usually use it for like, you know, my entertainment purposes that I do. And but I've been recently putting some of my survival videos on there, since I don't, by the grace of God, don't have any strikes on that page. Y'all can follow me on there. I will start a Prepper Zan Instagram. Just trying to spread the message and inform as many people as I possibly can. If you're interested in partnering up with me with my properties I have in Texas, you can email me at prepperzan@gmail.com. If you go in with me, we can go to the county clerk's office together. You know, you could put down, and we could talk about how much, you know, what you have to put down or to pay for a spot on the property, and I'll put your name on that deed, you know what I mean? And we'll pay a little bit. Everybody will pay a little bit towards the taxes every year. I am really serious. You can email me at prepperzan@gmail.com. You know, the time is now, y'all. And you don't even have to partner up with me doing this. Get with people in your community. Get with people in your family. Y'all start having this discussion. Get with people who are like-minded. Y'all start having this discussion. If you don't have any land or property somewhere, start looking into it. There's Instant Acres. There's Land Watch. There's Zillow. I know some people, you could ask me about some people as far as, you could email me at prepperzan@gmail.com about some people that might be in your area. You know, I get these notifications. I have them emailed. My emails be flooded with all these different land companies. You know, y'all have the conversation with your relatives and your close ones, and start preparing your children. See, these kids, man, they really not knowing what's going on, and that's unfortunate. These children, they need to know what's going on. You got teenagers in your house, you got kids in your house. Y'all need to start talking to them about the days and times that we living in, so they have their mind right, not to scare them, but to inform them. There's a difference between scaring them and informing them. And there's a way that you could talk to them so they would understand. Because these kids be on the internet. I had to keep talking to my daughter because my daughter didn't realize what was going on out here. They be in La La Land because they always on that internet. You know, and that'll prepare them, you know, with the mindset, you know, if they're working, don't be spending up all their money. Save their money, and how they can contribute with the family and come in and be resourceful. You know, they got that young body, they got all that energy. They might could help plant and garden and store water and do things like that. Y'all start prepping. Y'all start having y'all children prep as well. That's very important, because they're our future, and they're going to have to be the ones to take care of us and make these decisions for our lives one day. All right, y'all, stay vigilant, keep watching, like Full Spectrum say. And y'all keep surviving. ZanHarold.com.